watching this, he was watching it on 112 and just was engulfed in, chants and cheers and hugging, because he had as much to do with putting this together as Pat Riley did.
Is there enough love and fame to go around there in South Beach?
They think so. Like, I find it funny that everyone is criticizing this, and this is going to be a hated team. LeBron James, with just a couple of words, has suddenly gone, the path toward villainy. He's gone from one of the most beloved athletes to a villainous athlete here because he crushed Cleveland's soul with this in his hometown. But these guys believe in sharing. They've taken less money on national television, yet Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade shrugging their shoulders while Mars Stoudemire and Carlos Boozer were, and Joe Johnson were getting very exact figures in the 80, 90, 100, 120 millions. They're shrugging their shoulders and saying, we don't know how much we're going to get. We're just going to share it. If they're going to share money and fame and glory, and if LeBron James is willing to give up his hometown and love and, the ego of being a man on your own team, how hard is it going to be to share basketball?
Can you compare this to Shaq's arrival? Because that was a big day when he came a few years back.
Oh, it's bigger than that. I mean, Pat Riley just got the three most coveted guys that everyone wanted. Any team in the league would have been happy with any one of these guys, and he was elbowing against billionaires, and he got everything he wanted. He got all that he wanted. He got three guys at a discount price. I mean, this is it's a total insanity down here. This is the most perfect thing to happen in South Florida sports since the Miami Dolphins were the only team in the history of American professional sports to go undefeated in 1972.
Yeah, we touched on this a little bit. I'd be curious because you're down there with about Pat Riley, just how much pull this guy still has. I mean, GMs don't have charisma, right? Owners don't have charisma, and yet this guy, he pulled in the big three like nothing.
Well, that's certainly an interesting narrative. The Godfather, the Don, putting it together by having the most money. But ultimately, these three guys wanted to play together. They enjoyed playing together on the Dream Team. They conquered other countries. They conquered the world together. They did it through basketball, and they wanted to do it again. They chose this. I mean, yes, he's persuasive, and yes, he had the most money. But these guys chose this. This is a very difficult decision LeBron James made, and I know he's getting hammered. I mean, but he chose to go from beloved to villain, to watching during this epic performance on national television where his jersey gets burned in his home state, chose that. And he chose to pay less money to do it. And he chose to be teammates and share his legacy and the stage with Dwayne Wade. That's a pretty huge thing. It doesn't have a lot of precedent in sports. I know it's going to come with criticism, but it is sort of mystifying to me what is, it is rather literally unselfish. It is about winning. They just showed you that. That's all that this move is about. He wants to win, and he doesn't care about anything else in this process as much as winning, not even his hometown.
You mentioned conquering countries in the world. Do you think this has been in the works in a fait accompli since Beijing?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think it was finished back then, but I think this was something. I mean, this was something that was being talked about for a very long time among these guys, and nobody believed that it could happen. Nobody believed that they would subjugate their ego in order to make it happen. I happen to believe that a lot of what you've seen the last week and 10 days is a whole lot of charade. Like, I'm not buying Chris Bosh saying that's pie in the sky. I don't understand how that can happen when he's sitting here in Miami meeting with Wade and they share an agent. And, yeah, like, I believe these three guys have known this for a while. And what we've witnessed over the last week has been a, kind of a fake reality TV show.
Finally, we don't want anybody to fail, but define what success will be for these three then, because if it's not a lot of rings, it seems to me then we've gotten really excited about not so much.
Oh, it's got to be championships, plural. I mean, that's where they set the bar willingly, and it's clearly not a challenge that they fear very much because they've chosen it. Guys, it's not enough to win a championship. This is about building a dynasty. Pat Riley has used that word in their commercial advertising before this season, and this team's been knocked out in the first round the last few years. He kept using the word dynasty. This isn't about one. This isn't about one ring. This is about many rings.
Dan Le Batard, Miami Herald. The Ticket, $7.90 in Miami. Excellent stuff. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, guys.